I'm GREYMOND, the founder of the GREYMOND method. I am one of the original coaches to help people fully recover from OCD, and after years of experience and thousands of clients, my message to you is still the same. You can fully recover from OCD. On this channel, I show you how. But before we start, I just wanted to remind you that I do daily OCD recovery videos, and if you don't want to miss one, hit the subscribe button now. Let's talk about confessing. Confessing is a common compulsion, and a lot of the times it connects to emotional contamination type of stuff or relationship contamination type of stuff, where the person wants their relationship with their partner to be perfect and they don't want to feel like they're hiding something from them, so they choose to do the compulsion of confessing. And when they do that compulsion of confessing, then immediately they feel like they didn't confess enough. They also have to confess something else, and they add another thing and confess over and over again endlessly. Treat it like a conveyor belt. When you confess the first time, it will want you to confess again in literally a certain number of minutes. If you refuse confessing for at least a certain amount of time period, you just stop the conveyor belt. So yes, this thought is making you extremely uncomfortable, but you're not doing compulsions. The other thing with confessing is the act of confessing is bad, but also ruminating about confessing the thought is bad. So you kind of have to see it on both sides. A, make the choice not to confess, and B, make as much as possible the choice to not actively ruminate. The thought is still going to be there. The thought is still going to be very, very uncomfortable. But actively, you should not be going into it. So you're saying, okay, yeah, the thought is there. It's anxiety producing. It's making me very uncomfortable. But I'm going to choose not to think about this right now. Actively, I'm going to go do something else. And it's not avoidance. You're showing your brain how you want it to operate. We don't think about this. We think about real life stuff. And you will see as the days progress that this thought that you thought was so important, the situation that you felt you needed to confess so much, starts to look less and less important as you go. So it's just basically getting through that first time period, whether it's just a few hours or a few days, but getting through it without confessing and without actively or as little as possible actively ruminating about it. Make the choice, because confessing is a losing battle, and especially if you're dealing with relationship OCD and confessing, the thing that will cause the most damage is not what you are confessing, but the act of confessing, because your partner will not be able to tolerate this for the rest of their life. So you're going to lose your relationship eventually if you continue to go down this path, because they are not going to be able to handle it. What you are doing in terms of OCD, not what you are trying to confess. I hope you understand. I hope you find this video helpful. Subscribe if you haven't. If you would like to talk to me today, I will leave the links for emergency session below. I will see you tomorrow.